Okay, and we're live.
And we're live.
Hey everybody, want to welcome you to the
There we
podcast.
go.
It's a Fisherman story. It's our first show. My name is Jody Lau. I'm from Pontoon Jody Catfishing.
And I'm Tom from LG Bass.
And we're the special guest today, real-time catfishing.
John and Dana.
Yes, indeed.
There you go.
Welcome.
We appreciate y'all coming to be our first guest.
We're glad to be here.
Yeah, we are.
Especially be your first guest.
Yeah, that's an honor.
We're going to break you in right.
There you go.
What did we get ourselves into, Tom?
That's what I'm talking
know.
about. Y'all might have the raw ones up here for you.
No. See, we'll be the rough ones. We'll be the, oh my goodness, were they ever going to stop? You know, that kind of thing. So the next one will be a little easier.
The chat has already started rolling.
I'm sorry?
I said the chat has already started flying.
Well, good.
Oh, we can't see no chat. What's going on? What'd you do?
So I got
Why do you always
Mari's
blame
Payson in the house. Central Valley Adventures. Brian B says, John Parker, boy, you can't fish worth a lick.
Boy. Oh, that's camera counting. I can't reach the camera line until I do it.
Lee Evans is in the house. Green Machine Outdoors. Dan, hey buddy, how's it going? Dale Hayslip says hello.
Hey, Dale.
Take down catfishing. My buddy Kenneth Powell's in the house. Uncle Lou, hello.
Hey, Uncle Lou.
Mike's Fishing Home has joined the group.
Hey, Mike.
Uncle Josh. Catfish Instigators, what's cracking?
That daggone dog.
That dag blasted dog.
I'm telling you.
It's All Mine is in the group. Bottom Feeders hooked up. Tirador Arco.
2 stands.
Rico 336. Yeah, 2 stands. Lance the Hawaiian Fisherman. Hello, buddy.
Silver
All
Fox.
right, that gets us caught up. So we got a good turnout to start the show. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, they will get a couple of hundred in here before it's over.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah.
It'd be nice. So how
Michael Murillo. So hello, Michael.
Hey, Michael Morella.
Mr. Lee.
All right. Slow down. Why don't we get started?
So how are you tonight?
We're doing great. Great. It's a pretty day here today.
Yeah, it's a little cold here where I'm at.
Yeah.
I'm glad you come on. We can talk and learn a little bit more about you. Maybe a little more seriously. I doubt it though.
I don't know if serious can work in this household.
We don't thrive real well on serious.
Yeah. Let's start off with how long you've been married.
Johnny.
Man, what you got to ask me that for?
Because I know, you know.
20.
That's right, you better know, John.
22 years.
Wrong.
23. I started to say 23 first, and I said, no, let me back it up a year.
23 years. And October 17th was 23 years.
I know I'd get it wrong.
Very nice. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
And Miss Dana, I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
I think everybody wants to know, what's it like being married to a professional catfish angler?
You better answer that right. Don't even say what's on your mind, because I hear.
You hear my mind clicking?
Yeah, okay. Go ahead.
Well, as far as professional, if professional means that you are consumed with fishing, that's the man. Other than that, being professional as far as catching fish.
Hey, wait a minute. She got on me while before the stream started. She was telling them about the Catfish Dave notification come up on my thing. Well, Catfish Dave messaged me today for some advice. And and that's why the notification.
Well, then how come you didn't talk to him?
Hey, it was a messenger. You don't talk on messenger.
You can.
Yeah.
You just say, wait. You just said, wait a minute. My wife wants to talk to you.
That daggone, look, dog. Okay, let's get don't be serious.
I was serious.
All right, be serious.
If professional means that you are consumed by fishing, that would be you.
Well, I love it. I can't help it.
Look,
y'all, I'm either doing three things. I'm fishing, I'm wanting to be fishing, or I'm thinking about it.
Oh, and also if it means having anything and everything to do with fishing gear, that would be him.
Daggone straight.
If it means having at least 100 rods, at least 100 rods.
I ain't even got half of 100.
That
Come
would
on.
be him. Take 40 with you when you go somewhere.
My goodness, I bet you I ain't got 10 rods out there. Well, maybe I got 10.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe I got 20.
You got 10 that, well, never mind.
LG, ain't you got a whole lot of fishing rods? Everybody does, man, that likes to fish. Come on.
I think I have 7 catfish rods, but from my past days, I think I have about 40. Yeah. Every one of them for a different kind of fishing. Yeah, I do.
He has so many, he doesn't know how many he has.
No, see, that's the problem, LG. I've got catfish rods. I got white perch rods. I got little bait fish rods. You got to have different rods for different things. That's what she don't know nothing about because she can't fish worth a lick.
That's your tool.
Yeah. Okay. And if I can't fish worth a lick, whose fault is that? I'm living with a Mr. Professional, so
Well,
I should be able to fish worth a lick.
I can't help it. You
should be teaching her.
Yeah.
I can't help. Some folks can't teach. She's a city girl.
Being a professional.
LG, she's a
Being
city
a professional,
girl.
You should be. Yeah.
A professional should be able to teach anybody, right?
Right.
That's right.
Well, I don't know.
Well, one thing is he sets me up to fail.
What?
Because you don't set my pole right, my rod right, my reel right.
Oh my goodness. Okay, let's get on to the next question.
I'm right-handed, but I can't hold the rod in my right hand. I don't have the strength in my right hand, so I've got to hold it in my left hand and reel with my right hand.
Yeah.
But he won't set one up. Oh, well, you did change one for me one day, but then you changed it back.
Yeah, because you quit fishing.
Okay.
I got Uncle Lou rod. I had that Uncle Lou rod set for you the whole time, and you didn't fish. So what am I going to do?
Yeah.
Next question.
Hey,
I
Miss
did
Diane.
see you catch a fish the other day, Dana. I did see you catch that fish.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I can catch them, and not everybody saw the day that I caught 8 fish. Now they weren't catfish, but they were 8 bait fish.
Mhm.
He didn't catch anything that day. So I can catch fish, but he just, my problem is, and I'll be honest about fishing. It isn't that I don't like fishing. I don't like touching nasty stuff.
Oh,
I just,
Yeah.
I don't.
That's okay. Just as long as you go.
But and then the other thing is, if it's 100 degrees outside and the humidity is 200%, and you're just sitting in the sun and there's no bites at all, that's just
tomorrow you go wish you were 200.
And then see, I haven't gone fishing in the cold, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
I haven't done fishing in the cold, and I'm not. When I left Illinois, I said bye-bye to cold.
Yeah.
Well, I'm from Massachusetts, so I know that.
So cold.
Oh yeah, yeah. Up
Did you
there,
like it?
my family always wants me to come back and to move back there. But you can only fish 5 months out of the year up there. It's so cold.
Yeah.
Unless you ice fishing, that ain't for me.
Hey, John.
Uh-huh.
What led you into starting the YouTube? How did that come about?
Well, I'll be honest. I started watching way back. I started watching Steve Douglas and Muddy River, and I've loved fishing my whole life. And I was like, And then we started. I always wanted to fish some kind of on a different level. Then we started getting into them homesteading programs, and we would talk about, hey, we need to start a homestead. Well, dag now, man, we don't have a daggone chicken. You can't start a homestead at least without a chicken.
No, wait a minute.
Well, I had some chickens, but I got rid of them all.
Yeah.
But anyway,
See, when he jumps into something,
Oh,
he jumps
Lordy.
100%. 100%.
man, did you hear Pontoon Judge say, John, this is your question?
Okay, but I have to tell this.
Oh, Lord, now what you gonna say?
What about the chickens?
Oh, Lord.
How many chickens did you have? If we thought he had a lot of rods, how many chickens?
I had about 60 or 70.
We live on
See, that
about
kind of led,
acre
that
of
kind of
land.
led into the, I'm sorry, that kind of led into the fishing because now you had bait.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. That going straight. I was in here today. I was in here right before the program started. I was getting some of my secret bait ready for tomorrow. Somebody's got to do with a chicken. I ain't saying what all that is, but anyway, Jody, I've always had such a love for fishing. Daddy started us out fishing at 5 years old, 4 or 5, just as long as we was old enough to sit on the boat seat.
Yeah.
And I have loved to fish my whole life. And once I saw Steve Douglas, way he was doing it on YouTube and Muddy River, I was just saying, I'd like to do that. And she bought me a GoPro for my birthday 2 years ago, 3 years ago, whatever it was. And I made my first video out of my pontoon boat. And then the eye thing happened. And that kind of derailed all of our YouTube plans. And until just a few months ago, we started.
Yeah, that's another thing too, as far as me liking or fishing. I love going on the boat. I loved going on the pontoon, and I could stay out there all day long. I was fine. But this bank stuff,
I kind of like the bank stuff.
well, you're making yourself like it.
Well, I mean, I do like it. I mean, I like my boat, but I kind of like this bank stuff. To be honest with you,
If we had some better places,
I'd rather
to
be
go,
on my
then-
I'd rather be on my boat. But
Yeah.
hey, as long as I'm fishing, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Just to be honest with you, if I get to fish, I'm happy.
Uncle Josh says, "Who taught you how not to fish worth a lick?"
Little with a city girl. Terrible, y'all. Y'all country boys out yonder, marry a city. Don't. If y'all country boy, don't marry a city girl. Boy, marry a country girl.
I think you have 2 country girls.
Now, you got to tell everybody how many times I've been married.
I'm
I mean, that
saying.
won't even one of the questions.
I'm just saying.
I mean,
saying.
daggone.
And so, who of the 3, who you've been married to the longest?
Well, next question.
Dinah, how did you decide on the channel name? Who decided it?
Actually, that came from my brother is a photographer, and he takes photography he's going all different branches, but he took a picture of a sunset and a fisherman standing on the bank, and so it's like an orange background, and it looks like a shadow, of a fisherman standing, and he titled that photograph Real Time.
No, he called it fishing in real time.
Fishing in real time. Yeah.
So I looked at it and I said, for a tribute to her brother, I'd like to name my channel Real Time Catfishing.
And we named our boat.
Yeah, I've
Real
got my
Time.
boat named Real Time.
So that's where the name came
Yeah.
from.
Okay. You
Tell
want
us
to
what
tell?
about your boat.
Yeah.
It's this is actually our 3rd pontoon.
Mhm.
Seems like every time we would get a pontoon boat, something would happen and we'd had to get rid of it. But this last one, we searched and searched and searched. I finally found it up in
Exactly what we
Sutton,
wanted.
Delaware. And it was exactly what I've been looking. It's a 24 foot. I got monster rod holders all the way around it.
It didn't come with them.
No, of course it didn't come with them, but It's a 24-foot brand new trailer we put it under. It's a 2011, 135 horse Mercury on the back of it. Pushes about 30 miles an hour.
Nice.
But we went up to Delaware and picked it up, brought it home, started fixing it up, and I bet you we probably didn't go out on the thing a half a dozen times before this stuff hit my eyes, and it's been sitting under the shelter just about ever since.
Yep.
She won't pull it to the river.
He don't really want me to pull it to
No,
the river.
no.
If he's being honest, he really doesn't want me to. He doesn't want me to even hardly drive his truck, but he knows he don't have a choice. If he's going to go fishing, I got to drive that truck. Right.
Yep, that's right. We contemplated selling it several times, but every time we do, last time was just like a month or so ago. I got right down to the day of giving the man the paperwork. And I told Dana, I said,
can't do it.
I can't do it because if I'm dependent on the Lord to heal my eyes, and when He does, I want my boat.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So I'm trying to hang on to it, trying my best.
Yep. Yep.
Tom, you wanted to ask him about something you saw him make?
Yeah. I've noticed, well, as you may know or may not know, I'm kind of new to the catfishing thing. And I was all dead set that I knew how to do knots because I was a bass fisherman. And I had a hard time learning the lesson that a Palomar knot is not good on a circle hook. And I was scrolling around one day and I came across the page where you were making your snell knot, and I learned how to do that, and that's what I've been using ever since.
You've been
I
using
learned
that
that from you,
knot?
John, the professional.
Well, good job. That's an honor right there, man. I'm gonna tell you, when I first got into this here circle hook fishing thing, I'm like you. I started using Palomar knots and stuff like that, and the hookups just weren't that great. And after a lot of research on YouTube, and that's where you got to go if y'all want to know something, or you want to see what a product is. I always go to YouTube, and I would search out the best knots for catfishing, and I started snelling my hooks with that no knot snell, and I explained it some on Lee's channel today. It's just seems to me, and I don't nobody get mad at me and think I'm bashing a knot, because I'm not. But that knot just seems like it's got too big of a chance to unravel on you. Back out and unravel a little bit.
Yeah.
So I just started playing around with knots, and I come across that one and learned how to add my own little twist to it and put the last two things right through that loop. And when I did that and pulled it all tight, I couldn't push it back out of it. I mean, I couldn't undo. The only way to undo that knot once you cinch it up real tight is to cut it off. That's the only way. And I fell in love with that knot, and I've used it ever since. I don't use anything else. But here you say you use it.
I still use it.
That's great.
Yep.
That's great.
Yep.
That's great.
Yep, it's a great knot. I said I kind of had that same problem with the no knot snell. I said pulling it through the hook, it's fine, but you can back it out with such ease. So I don't trust that.
Yeah,
and a lot of people love it and say they've never had a problem with it. But in my mind, I just
Chunky uses it. He uses it, and then he don't miss any fish. It's not the fact that it's a bad knot.
He catches a lot.
Yeah, it's just the fact. It's not the fact it's a bad knot. It's just the fact that I don't trust it. So,
Yeah, it's a confidence thing. Yeah.
Everybody has to have their own system.
That's the knot I use. The no knot.
You do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean it's an easy knot.
And I'd like to say also that my first experience, the first time that you came on my radar was watching Chunky.
Oh,
when
really?
when you were doing his thumbnails, and he would shout you out, and everybody go check out John Parker. He made this great thumbnail, and that's actually how I come across the video for the snell knot. Was after Chunky.
Yeah.
Chunky's program was the first one I started watching with him. Was Chunky?
Yeah.
Well, first, what caught my eye when he turned it on is that he looks like Uncle Fester. That was what caught my eye, and I looked at him. You know, but,
Talking about the end of that.
well, he knows that I think that he looks like him.
No, not say that about you.
He was. I just said he looks like him. Anyway, but I love this program. He just has such a buoyant personality and just, so friendly and just, I just, and his laugh just killed me. So I just, that was one of the first ones that it was the first one that I started watching with him. And it is true. It's like you start watching them, you just get hooked on them. And even
catch a fish. I mean, it's a good time to watch Chunky.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Sure
And
is.
sure too, I always, if I want to have a laugh, I'll let these turn on your show.
Yeah, me too. Yep.
Well, I appreciate it. I tell you, this is not how I envision my YouTube channel to go. It was not going to be funny. It was not going to be fishing off of a bank. It was going to be all in the boat, doing just like you see a lot of other ones doing. But I guess the Lord had different plans. So this is the road that He has led us down. We feel like we're doing this not only because I love fishing, but I feel this is in some way a ministry for us to go out, sit on the dock and make people laugh, bring a little bit of happiness.
Yeah, but
to
the world right now is in such chaos and so much confusion and hurt and pain. I mean, there's just so much in the world right now that we just want to lighten things up. And we do need to set something straight with a lot of people as far as they think that we really do fuss at each other and stuff. We don't. I mean, honestly, we don't. We pick at each other. I mean, that's who we are. But as far as to be serious and fuss, really, and
your dog's fussing about something right now.
He can't stand for me to talk to anybody but him. So when I start talking, he thinks I'm talking to him, or he won't stop. But anyway, that's part of the ministry. And I've always traveled and sang in gospel music. I started traveling when I was 10 years old and singing with gospel groups. And that's a life that I miss a lot. I miss a lot. When I moved here from Illinois, I thought, well, gosh, North Carolina, Southern gospel music, that's going to be great. I, couldn't have any. I cannot find a group to sing in to save my life. There's, mainly out here, it's mostly male quartets.
Okay.
Mostly, and
we both got a big history in music. I mean, I was a DJ for years and
Christian
years.
Music in the Christian radio station,
and
so we have a lot of background in music that way.
Mm-hmm.
And we had all of our own equipment, thousands of dollars worth of equipment that we did travel with, and some
we would travel and set up in different churches and sing, and we had a kind of like a traveling karaoke show at one time, and we would do all that. And then small church that she had started liking got robbed. That's the way they do.
Broke into the church and stole all of their sound equipment and everything. Yeah. And we were at the point where we couldn't really use the equipment because
I had gone blind in my left eye at the time. I didn't have nothing but my right one. So we decided, let's just give our equipment to this church. So we did that. So we haven't been traveling and singing it ever since.
Yeah. So it's
all about catfishing now.
Well, no, so that's the thing. It's like, this is an avenue that we want to bless people as much as we can, to lift their spirits, to just, even if it's just for an hour, just to share our love for the Lord, because he's been so good to us. You know, I mean, we've had our struggles, but they've only made us stronger.
Yeah.
So that's where
He
we're
blesses
at.
us through other people. I mean, other
Oh my
people
goodness.
have poured out kindness to us. I mean,
Just this catfish community alone is just amazing. The kindness that everybody shows. It's just, it's amazing.
Mhm.
So,
we over here talking to the computer.
my mom's coming in the kitchen.
Well, I did have another question, and which kind of you led into. I keep hearing a rumor of a karaoke night. Is that going to come about, or are you still thinking on that? Or
no, we want to do that. The pastor and his wife are on a cruise this week. So when they get back, we're going to set up something. The one thing that we do have to kind of check, and we're not sure what we're doing.
Well,
on that.
we're not monetized anyway. I know you get copyright strikes and all that, but I know when you buy karaoke, like all this that we have purchased, we've got 87,000 karaoke tracks, and when you buy them, you buy the rights to play the music. So I don't know about the rights to that and YouTube. I don't know, but we're not monetized anyway. So we're gonna definitely pursue a karaoke night.
Yeah,
during the winter months especially. Yeah. Because she's not going to go fishing with me in the winter time.
We'll find out tomorrow. I think it's supposed to be 42.
It's supposed to be 52, but about 20-mile-an-hour wind. Rain coming in.
See, that may not work for me.
I'm a fish. If she has to bring me to the dock of the bay and drop me off, I'm a fish.
I don't like the wind now.
No, I don't either. I don't either. But man,
that wind, and especially when you're on the water, that wind can cut right through you. I mean, it really can. And especially where we're going to be tomorrow, it's just out in the water.
Yeah, kind of like your dock there. LG, is your dock there at your house? Yeah. Is that it is?
Oh, that would be wonderful.
Yeah, man.
It's about 300 yards.
Oh, wow. Nice.
I'm sorry you broke up.
You get me off of that dock.
That's true. I'd probably have to carry his supper, breakfast, everything out to him.
She would.
She would. That's probably not
I'd have me a refrigerator right out there on the dock with a big long extension cord run to it.
Uh-oh.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. You'd have your phone on speed dial. Babe, could you bring me? Babe, could you bring me? That's what he'd be doing.
See you.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
Fish for catfish. What else would you go for? What other kind of fish?
I fish for white perch in the spring, and early summer, and also in the spring of the year. We always go to Bugs Island for a week, the first week of April, and we fish for crappie. Now, when we first started going, I would fish for crappie that week, but behind the house that we stay in there at Bugs Island, there's a dock that goes down to the water. That's where I usually take my pontoon boat and keep it tied up. I went out there one evening and just decided I'd throw a catfish rod. And ever since that one day that I threw that catfish rod out yonder, I have done no more crappie fishing at Bugs Island. When we go for our week, I'm out there on that dock or on my boat because I back it up into the dock and tie it off. And that gives me the front of my boat to fish off of, and I fish 24/7 every day. I've got a good spot out there at Bugs Island. Spot that probably a whole lot don't know about, but it is a good spot for nice catfish.
What I like to fish for is croaker. Oh. I love fishing for croaker.
No, baby.
I do. I don't care. I like it.
Ain't no croaker fishing on this channel.
I don't care. I like it. See, I said something.
That dog don't like her to talk. I'm gonna tell you.
Well, he thinks I should only talk to him.
Well, that catfish is coming out of it.
Is there any questions in chat, or does anybody in chat have any questions they want us to ask?
Yeah, I got some hellos to catch up on. I've been seeing as we've been talking. Hog Leg came in. Tim Molina, Ms. Regulators, Chucky Morgan, Art from One Ton, Fishing for Whiskers, Bob Gaines, Dale Hayslip, Justin's Fishing Fetish, and Has Life. Yeah, I think everybody else that I've seen we had already started. They were there from the beginning.
Boy,
I
Has.
haven't really seen a whole lot of questions. I haven't seen any questions directed to us. If anybody has them, throw them up.
I think you would need to post your licensing information in the description. That's Uncle Josh saying that.
Yeah, I may have to do that, but we're definitely going to do that, Uncle Josh. We're definitely going to. I'm gonna look at what I got to do, to be legal with the license. But we are going to do a karaoke night, hopefully once a week or once every 2 weeks or something.
Yeah,
during the winter.
What we're also thinking about how we can do too is set it up where we could have guests on who could do karaoke with us on our program.
Mm-hmm.
So we kind of got to work that out, how we can do that. But that's one thing that we want to do, where we can have guests on singing karaoke with us.
That'd be great.
And I was going to tell Has that I pulled up Has's video yesterday of the subscriber only mode. Now y'all don't do like I did. I stayed up all daggone night trying to get that stuff figured out, and I could not do it. I watched Has video 20 times last night, saying, "Man, it ain't working." The whole time, you can't do it on an iPad. iPad don't work. As soon as I popped my computer out this morning, this laptop, man, there was everything that he was showing me. So I got my subscriber only mode set up. And I'm gonna try that out a little bit.
I don't have to use the skillet because he harms his own self. All I have to do is remind him of his sinker eye.
Well, Has done gone and set up there. Do I got to come to watching the boy?
He says, what type of skillet do you smack John upside the head with?
Oh my goodness. Has, don't make me come up yonder and tell you that I has what it takes.
I mean,
Tim Molina says,
I got a dog too.
He's a karaoke judge.
You got that right. That dog, I tell you.
Yeah.
Now everybody's just want to know your personal best.
My personal best blue cat is 42. Caught him at Bugs Island, off of the dock there at Bugs Island. And my best flathead is 35.
Good fish.
Both of them off of that dock. That's why I said there's some big fish in that dock.
You want to know my personal best?
Yes.
350.
Hey, I don't weigh no 350.
What is it now? I don't know.
The idea, y'all. I started.
No,
I did start this off at 380. I was 380 just a few months ago, but I've lost 6 pounds, so I'm 330 now.
Oh, okay, 330.
320,
That's my best
330.
catch.
Well, I can't believe you. What do you want? I ain't got no money.
Huh? No doubt about that.
I don't know. She wants something, y'all. I figure it out. I don't know.
Congratulations on the weight loss. That's accomplishment right there.
Yeah.
He's done very, very well.
Yeah. Tried hard, I'm gonna tell you.
It's hard. Dieting is hard.
I actually went to Walmart with her and got groceries today, and I was able to walk around the whole store.
I know, and he didn't even come back. Normally, he'd wander off and come back with an armful of stuff to drop in the back.
Well, I had one mission at Walmart today. That was looking some fishing bait. I was looking some secret weapons, and we got me some secret weapons, which I won't divulge on here, but I'm gonna whoop some Englaholic booty tomorrow on the dock.
There you go.
That's bacon. No bacon.
Tomorrow afternoon.
No, not really.
It depends on how the fish is going.
No, I'll probably, I don't know, probably around noon or so.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Mouth will stay.
LG, we got to get together, buddy, because I want to come up there and meet you. I want to come up there and fish off of your famous dock.
Absolutely.
Where are you?
Lake Gaston.
Lake Gaston. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
That's
yeah, We're right by the 85 bridge. You can see the 85 bridge from our dock.
Okay. Yeah, I got to come up there. The
You know
last
where that
time I
is?
fished in Lake Gaston, my brother was doing some work on a house at Lake Gaston, right on the lake. And I caught a 40. Well, I say I caught it. I had my rod and my rod horse on my boat, on my rod holder, and I went in to get something to eat. And while I was eating, a 40-pounder grabbed it, and another guy pulled it in and claimed it. But
Huh.
I love fishing in Lake Gaston. That's a good place to fish.
I'll give you some
Yeah,
advice.
You just love fishing anywhere. It don't
Yeah,
matter
I
where.
love anywhere.
If you go to the
Yeah.
dock, don't bet Aaron.
Go bet Aaron.
Don't bet him.
I'll whoop Aaron so bad.
Oh my goodness.
Boy, Aaron, if you in here, I'll whoop you so bad. You delete your YouTube account, you delete your Facebook account, and you probably move
Now-
out of state.
Jody House says not to bet you.
yeah. I fell victim to that. I fell victim to Jody.
Yeah, I seen the runway thing. I ain't betting her. I ain't betting. I bet Aaron. Aaron beat her with a little 10-pound fish. I ain't worried about that, boy.
Yeah.
Just think with the 2-pound.
I might go in live. You will need him tomorrow after I.
Stan, I honestly am going to need somebody once Dana leaves, if weather holds out. Now, if weather holds out tomorrow, I'm planning on fishing on my own channel from like 2 o'clock right on down to dusk dark. So, Stan, I will be needing you, buddy, if you don't mind helping me out to answer that.
2 o'clock?
2 o'clock. Well, we're finishing up with Anglaholics at 1.
Yeah.
And I figured, you know,
Because that's going to be on their channel.
I got to go off of that and get my streaming all set up. So maybe 1:15.
John talks more smack than Allie.
Then who?
Allie? Who is Allie?
I don't know about no Ali there. Who said that?
Muhammad Ali.
Oh, Ali. Man, when you can't read Ali.
Oh, it's Allie. Because I know. I'm sorry, but I know a little girl whose name is Allie, and that's how she spells it.
From now on, might put Cassius Clay. See,
Yeah.
Ali.
Floats like a butterfly and stings like a bee.
There you go. Hey, that's right. That's how I'm gonna be when I go down to Potomac and all them Tater River anglers. I'm gonna float like a butterfly and whoop them like a bee.
Yeah, we'll see about that tomorrow. This will be our fourth. Well, my first.
Well, it'll be. We fished against the Anglaholics several times, but they really never got a clear victory. They ain't in here.
I was gonna say a clear victory. I think anytime you catch a fish and
Matt,
you don't catch it,
you don't see them.
caught and you didn't. That's pretty clear to me. I'm sorry, but I'm just saying it like this.
What are you going? Whose side are you on?
Tomorrow I'm on your side because we're gonna win.
Yeah, I got revenge. I got to have some revenge tomorrow.
Fishing Local says you're taking over the Potomac tomorrow.
I'm taking over the Potomac. No, I ain't going to Potomac tomorrow.
No,
I don't know.
You're doing the James, right?
on the Potomac.
Let's let them get on with their show, baby. But don't steal the show there. Let them go. Let them ask their question. I told you the way to talk all the time.
You said, are there any things up here? I'm just telling you what they're saying.
Well, babe, that's them two people
Okay,
there on
stop.
the right. They're the ones that go tell us what's in the chat.
Okay.
I had to explain her how to do this, y'all.
All right. Well, Haslife says you're going to be catching the fish the size of bees, John.
Boy, I'm gonna tell you, they is so LG and Pontoon Jump. They is so lucky that I can't get that boat out there to the Potomac River. Man, they don't know how lucky they are.
I know.
Because if I could get that boat down
We
there,
are going to get it down there or up there.
boy, they would all of them probably delete their YouTube channel, or they wouldn't be able to show their face on YouTube again. Brian B, I want Brian B so bad. He'll change his name to Cassius Clay or somebody. What's that? All right, 1 Ton Fishing Club. I can tell. I see the OTFC. We want to fish with all of y'all, but y'all, Dana said, no Putin. I mean, and I told her, I said, you're not gonna go down there and fish with that 1 Tonner Club because they go poop. I mean, hey, I've been watching them a long time. And they're going past the gas. So, you might want to rethink going down there. I'm just saying.
Well, I might have to go and just meet everybody, and then I'll say I'll pick you up when you're done.
Yeah, we do want to meet y'all though.
Yeah, we're gonna work that out.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll get you up here to the dock, and then we'll maybe try to plan something over at Kerr or something where there's more bank space, so that so everybody can get together.
There you go.
That would be great.
That's the only problem here is the dock is only about 6 feet wide. So
That's kind of almost, well, how big is that one out there we're going at tomorrow? It's about.
Well, babe, that one we're going on's got a big flare at the end, a
Yeah.
big square. I mean, I'm real comfortable on that dock.
Yeah, but there's nothing around it, and it makes me nervous for you.
I don't get close to the edge, babe, unless I have to.
I can't talk him into putting on. I got him a really nice vest, life vest.
Mm-hmm.
It's not one of them bunglesome ones, I mean, it's just a.
right.
I ain't gonna wear a life vest when I'm on the daggone riverbank.
When you can't see good, you know that.
I see them
And
rods.
you
Would they be
and
in?
you sink like a sinker.
Well, I ain't wearing no life vest on the bank, y'all. I'm sorry, but that kind of redneck in that bank. I ain't a redneck. Maybe I am a little bit.
I was gonna say, really, really.
I think Jody can attest to the fact that if you fall off the dock, there's only about 2.5 feet of water there. So
Mm-hmm.
She done fell off the dock. I tell you what she did though. Boy, I thought she was gonna walk on out there and just walk into the water about waist deep and turn around. Dagbum, she was like a professional athlete. She dove right into that thing, boy.
oh yeah,
She did that.
How deep was it?
It was over my head when I went down in it. I got off the concrete.
Uh,
When I went under.
Was there a ladder to get back up?
No,
babe.
I
No, she
put my
did
feet
it.
back on the concrete.
Yeah, she just turned around and walked right back out of it.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Because I think he has a ladder on the end of his.
Yeah.
Because I said if I had to do that, well, I would dive in.
I'm thirsty, y'all. She gave me 3 dagburned BLT sandwiches. Expected me to eat 3 sandwiches.
And I poked him down your throat.
Well, and all that bacon got me. I don't fish with bacon, y'all. Who's that in y'all to fish? I don't fish with no bacon.
Thank
I
goodness.
eat bacon. Oh.
Oh.
I see a comment.
Kenneth says he always tries to sit upwind. Let's see, what else we missing here? Jody was a rock star.
Yeah, she was good, y'all. I tell you. And
She lived up to it. I knew it. From the time I met her, I knew that if it didn't work out in her favor, that she wasn't backing down.
No. And I think I got the reputation for backing down, that challenge with James. I didn't ever wear the dress. We couldn't find no dress that would fit me.
Yeah, that's the problem.
And finally we quit looking, I hate that I didn't go through with what I said, but now that I seen what J-Dog did to Lee, I ain't gonna get on YouTube in no dress. For that boy.
Brian B says the vest on and the takedown tower.
Well, we're gonna do the takedown tower. Our next takedown tower is gonna be
That's
with Stan at the James River. We just got to figure the day we can go. Daggone rain coming in Saturday, and now they're talking about maybe rain Sunday, maybe Tuesday. I don't know. We want to do takedown tower at the James River.
Can you explain that to me? I don't really understand how that game works.
Well, all 4 of my rods are hooked to going into the top of the tower, and depending on how big of a fish bites, because of the action of the rods. Now, when I made this game and set it up, now I was using I set it up using heavy action big cat fever rods because that's what I had.
Yeah.
And the further that fish pulls the tip of that rod, the more that cork will rise in the tube. And we got 4 levels of that thing. First level is the small. Then, of course, as it goes up, your prizes increase. But all it is real simple. It's the bigger that fish is, the further he'll pull the rod down, which, of course, the higher that cork is going to climb in that tower.
Mhm.
And we worked on that thing, and I worked on that thing a long time before I got it right. And I thought I had it perfected when we went out there in the yard and done the video on it that day, but I didn't. I didn't have a good way to hook the lines up to the poles. But Steve Douglas gave me some stuff, sent some stuff to us that fixed that. And now it's perfect. I just got to find some fish to pull it down. But reason I said I set it up using the big cat fever rods. We got these rods from Uncle Lou, and I went out yonder and started using Uncle Lou rods. Well, the first takedown we had with the Uncle Lou rod, we had about a 2-pound fish pull that thing through the jaws. I said, "Oh Lord!" I said, "Man, something got to go. We got to do something different." I love Uncle Lou, and I love using his rods, but not on that takedown tower. It'll drive us broke. We already broke.
Yes, if you put the dress on every fish, that would be 1K in 10 minutes.
Oh Lord! If I thought that get me their hands, I'd be on that Dr. Ma and a full fledged,
Roughly.
yeah, ruffles and everything. But I really want to get to that 1K. I tell you.
Uncle Josh says, how far of a drive is it for us from Ahoskie to the James River?
From Ahoskie to the James River. Now, if we're going to the Hopewell end of the James River, it's an hour and 40 minutes. On into Richmond, 2 hours, maybe 2 hours and just a few minutes over to go to Richmond. But I can get to Hopewell in an hour and 45 minutes.
Stan said him and Stan 3 are ready anytime.
All right, Stan,
We just got to find out what the weather.
We're just trying to find a pretty day. That's all. That.
Uncle, I can send you a broom handle.
Uncle Lou, I ain't talking about your rods. I love them, man.
I love it.
But on that takedown tower, that day that little fish bit, I seen the fish. I didn't get him in because he got off, but I seen the fish. That thing pulled it to a jaws. I was like, good granny grunt. And I looked down at that fish about 2 pounds. I said, I said, man, we got to do something different.
Oh, here we go.
Dana, Fishing the Mid-South has something for you there.
Don't even tell what he said. What he said.
He says that I am a saint. Thanks for putting up with John.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you don't know.
Y'all, she got somebody brainwashed out there. Saint a little bit strong of a word.
Yeah, that might be a little strong. That might be a little bit strong. But
what?
But it's, whew.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah. See,
all right, so can we talk a little bit about your rod horses? How did that come about?
When I lost the sight in my second eye, and that took me out of work, we started thinking, what can we do, babe, to make some money? Because we still have all these bills.
Same bills with no pay.
Half of the pay.
No,
and so we went out yonder. I went out yonder, and I said, well, let's start building sawhorses. and we were going to build it. We built the first one.
Well, and part of the reason that we came up with sawhorses is because his brother is a contractor.
Yeah, my brother's a contractor.
And so we had started doing some work cleaning up on construction sites that they were doing.
Yeah.
But we've found out we are too old.
Yeah.
And that is too hard work for us. I mean, that's.
So I got in the barn one day. I said, well, let's build.
But they didn't have sawhorses, and we needed them to set stuff on. Remember, that was why we thought of sawhorses. Yeah.
I think you said John.
Well, yeah, but you don't tell the whole story. See, you only tell things that are not the truth always.
Yo, if y'all ask her a question, she's gonna go back 40 years to when it all began. but anyway, like I said, we just needed some money. I saw sawhorses as something I could build easy, and I could build quick, and I could build relatively cheap. At then, the price of wood had skyrocketed, but yeah, I had to. It was during the big price hike. But anyway, we built the first one, and I got back looking at it, and I said, "Hey, there's nobody gonna buy these sawhorses
because anybody could make them. If you're a contractor and you need them,
we went to Lowe's to get some wood to finish making them, and they were in Lowe's already made, cheaper than what we could have sold them for. So we came back home, and I got in the barn, and I started looking at that thing, and some reason or another, I just pictured rod holders on it. You know, I've seen so many people fishing at the bank that had to stick the stuff in the grind or got them laying on a cooler, and they get pulled in the water so easy that way.
Yeah.
So I started looking at that thing, and when I envisioned them rod holders on it, I said, I know what I'm gonna do, babe. I'm putting rod holders on it instead of a sawhorse. I'm gonna make it a rod horse. So I did that. I think I built 7 of them, and I sold one. The one that you see on that dock that I go to, that guy bought one, and that's all I ever sold. And I gave all the other ones away. I just gave them away.
But then that led into you doing the
that made all that into me doing birdhouses and stuff like that.
And we sold those pretty good in the season.
Yeah,
like right now.
Our birdhouses sell pretty good this season, but right now nobody buys them. So
and flower boxes and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so,
but that was before. That was back 6 months ago. But since then, I've taken yet another hit to my eyes, and I don't know that I'll be able to do it anymore. I hadn't gone out there and tried, but I don't.
We've got a couple of orders now that we have to fill, and he's just having a hard time seeing it
having
now.
A real hard time seeing now at all. So I don't know. We take it day by day.
Yep, that's all we can do.
Day by day.
And just trust the Lord to lead us and guide us in the way and how. And
but that's where the rod horses come from. I love them. I think they're an excellent idea for the bank, but manufacturing them and getting them to the people, it can't happen. Can't happen.
Well, I mean, if we were meeting up with people or something, we could make them and take them then. But
the short one that I got made now that y'all see me using is kind of a revamp thing, because that one, when I took it fishing that day in Williamston, a fish pulled it over, and I was like, well, this ain't gonna work, because I was on the dock. You couldn't got spikes where you can drive them in the ground on the bank, but on a dock, the fish pulled it over. So I said, I got to revamp, and I made this shorter one. I made the legs out longer, real low center of gravity, and you can't pull it over. So that's
great.
Yeah,
that's great how you were able to repurpose that, though.
Yeah, that works great. I don't go nowhere without my rod horse. I love that thing. Really
that's kind of the issue here with our rod holders are right on the very edge of the end of the dock.
Yeah,
and you got to bend over right on the edge of it to get them out of there properly. And
well, I'll tell you what, LG, when I come, I'm gonna bring you a rod horse made in this new style. You can sit
that would be awesome.
You can sit it down on the end of that dock. It's got a carrying handle, cup holder, and all that stuff. I'm gonna bring you one, and you.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
You can just sit out there in your chair and watch it when it bends over, and get up, pick it right up.
And now the guy who has one on the dock where we're fishing tomorrow, and the one we did sell. He does have it screwed in.
Yeah, he's got it screwed in.
He's got the legs.
But I'm not
screwed
going to
in.
screw nothing to somebody else's
Oh
dog.
no.
So
Yeah.
I'm going to definitely bring you one.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I haven't
Joey-
watched it yet, but can you tell me about that peanut butter brittle?
Yeah, Daddy used to always make peanut brittle, and he's the one that I watched make it. I used to watch him, sit there and cause as a young guy, wanted to see how they cook it, and he made it the same way I do. It was always big and light and fluffy, so we just make that. And mine, I got a little extra baking powder soda. What is it? Baking soda at the end, and it makes it fluff up where it just about melts in your mouth.
It does. It's the best brittle I've ever had.
So
because normally it's hard. Brittle is real hard and
Right.
you break your teeth on it. Not
this is not this. But when you crack it, it'll crumble in your hands.
It's good.
And matter of fact, we went to the grocery store today, and when we got home, we said, "Daggone, we forgot
the stuff.
sugar. We forgot the syrup and the pecans."
Yep.
And I wanted to make some for my takedown tower game, so we get right to make another batch.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's my peanut brittle. It's better with pecans.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
And that's pecans, y'all, not pecans.
Well, it's pecans to me, but
Pecan. That's how I say it. Pecan.
There you go. What is it, LG?
Pecans.
There you go.
Pecans.
It's 3 against 1, man. You are outnumbered.
I cannot say it. It's pecan. I say butter pecan ice cream.
Oh,
It's pecan cake.
yeah.
Now you're pretty
It's
close
all
to.
where you grow up.
Yeah. How many subscribers do you have now? Have you hit 800 yet?
When I come on the show, I had just checked that I was at 797.
Ooh,
Wow.
I'm 3 away from 800.
that'd
And
be
you
great.
know, I know people get tired of hearing it, but I got a mission to get to 1,000 because of the way my eyes are failing.
Yeah.
I want to get there. I can't talk about it.
Yeah. That's okay, John. We all want to see you get there. We all enjoy watching you. It's like a big family. I've said I've adopted you as my dad. I feel that close to you, and I just have a good time with you. Me and my dad would go back and forth aggravating, and that's just kind of the way me and you two are.
Yeah, and I appreciate it. I really do. I appreciate it.
Well, I don't know why you want to.
Hey, we've discussed that because we get to use the GoPro on the.
Oh, okay.
And and I'll be honest with you. Just to be honest, I want to get where we got the super chat button because, we at first we would get some PayPal stuff to help us with prizes and stuff, but nobody gives to PayPal anymore. So I think a lot of them just like the super chat button. So
It's probably easier.
we're trying to get all that so we can do our game, do our takedown tower. I like to do it more often than we've been doing it, but we haven't been able to afford to. So
because we want to give nice prizes.
I know. I have been told by the pastor said, John, just give stickers. But
we don't want
I don't want to give stickers. I want to give nice prizes.
Yeah. I like to give money and stuff like that because I see it as a form of entertainment. It wouldn't be no different from me going to the movies and paying a movie price.
Yeah.
So, if I enjoy the content, I give money.
Yeah.
And that's my my contribution back to it.
That's what we do too. We're not ever at this point in time not able to give a lot when we do, but we do. We always give.
I think one of my biggest downfalls for my takedown tower, and the reason people quit giving, we ain't having any take bags. We don't have a lot of fish. I've been going to places where we would sit the whole game and have nothing. And I think people, have kind of got bored with, sitting there watching the tower and there's just never a take bag. And that's not fun. I know it's not. It's not fun. It's not what I designed it for.
Well,
We
I mean,
just
it's
want-
supposed to be a game, and
Yeah.
you see the game in action, and
Yeah.
we're not seeing any action, and
We're not
so
seeing
that's part of the reason why we want to take it up to
James
the
River.
James River.
Somewhere where people can actually see it in action.
Yeah.
You know, a takedown every once in a while is all we get. Every once in a while, and it's working perfect.
Mhm.
But I just I can't find the fish, and I
Yeah.
think people have gotten a little bit bored with it. So we have
But
to
it
take it
is
out.
fun. I mean, really, it is fun when you see it in action. When
Yeah.
you finally see that cork start going
Oh,
up,
man,
and it's like everybody is just like, "There, did you see it? Did you see it?"
Yeah.
And sometimes it happens so fast.
Y'all,
It's like, I don't know, where did it go? I don't, we're not sure what category it got in.
if y'all saw that very first time that
Uncle
it
Josh
worked,
says we made it to 100. I mean 800.
800. Well, that's great. I appreciate that, y'all.
Congratulations.
The very first time, Steve Douglas was in there. He just happened to be in there watching that thing because he was kind of fascinated with it.
Yeah.
You know, it had a lot of questions, and he got to see the very first time it worked. Stan was on panel. Man, that was a great moment in my life. I want to tell you, you work so hard on something to try to perfect it and make it work, and to see that thing actually work, man, I relived that moment a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Cass is when we come to the Potomac, we be running out of prizes in 30 minutes.
Yeah, you got it right. You're exactly right.
Well, actually, yeah, we'd run out of prizes because we only going to do 4.
Yeah, we're going to do 4 a game from now on because I've been, like, say we start with 4 players. If somebody wins, I would replace that player. But we're not going to do that now because our prizes are so limited. So we're going to just do 4 winners when we take it, and when them 4 are gone, they're gone.
Yeah.
Willow says, "Who would get bored watching real-time catfishing show?"
There's a lot of people that do. There's a lot of people that do because they just think, they just ain't no fish around here.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, Uncle Lou
Well, that's
says,
fishing in general, John.
Yeah.
Uncle Lou says, "I'll give you stuff for the takedown tower. Just contact him." Uncle Lou, you are too good.
Yeah, he trying to make me cry nice, right? But y'all, I appreciate it. I wish y'all so much success with this show. I was honored when Pontoon Jody messaged me and wanted to know if we would be the first. Y'all, that's an honor to me. I'm gonna tell you. And I haven't never talked to LG, but I've always liked LG best. I mean, it's just something about him.
Thank you.
And Pontoon Jody, you're the same way. I think very highly of y'all, and for y'all,
Jody, when first time I saw your show and I saw you holding up that fish, I said, "Oh my gosh, how does she do that?" You go, girl.
He ain't a city girl.
I was impressed.
I'm not happy unless I got slime from my nose to my toes.
More power to you, girl. More power to you.
I thank y'all too. This is an honor.
It really is.
Well, I appreciate you coming on. Had a good time with you. I actually learned stuff about you and stuff. I got to know you better.
Now we ain't going already, is it?
I think so.
I
can't really see. You know what I mean?
It don't matter if I want to go another hour. I don't care.
He has no concept of time.
Yeah.
No. When I'm doing this, I mean,
I got the Robotron going on.
Oh, it'll clear up. Do you hear me okay, Pontoon Jody?
I'm going to mute myself just in case, okay?
Well, it always clears up. It'll do it.
Okay, it's getting better. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, I lost about 45 seconds of that.
It's in the stream because every time I hear other channels and that robot will come in yonder, then it'll go right out. I think it's in the stream somehow or another. It's just You know,
Hogleg says that maybe we should name it the traveling takedown power and only use it when we travel somewhere.
we would never use it because me and her don't go nowhere.
Yeah, but we could. We could.
I know
like,
we could.
We could go up.
But
to
I really
Gaston.
want to
Where are
take
you
it
at?
out.
Where are you at, Jody? You are in Tennessee.
I'm in East Tennessee.
I know she's up there with Catfish Dave. She's
Yeah.
up there in his neck of the woods.
No,
See, that-
Catfish Dave is up here with me.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's where I have said for years, and this was before fishing and all that
Yeah.
stuff. That's where I want to live. I mean, I've always said it, haven't I?
We love Sevierville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
That is,
I love it there.
we would love to live around Sevierville. I mean, you
Is
know,
that because that's where Catfish Dave lives?
that's where he lives.
But I didn't. I mean, when I said that, how many years ago?
Yeah, we didn't even know Catfish Dave. We started talking about it. But now that she found out Catfish Dave is
Yeah, I
there,
really want it.
now she's been trying to get me to Sevierville, and I ain't lost
Now it's
nothing.
dragging his feet.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I'm
but think of how you could fish on the water.
man, but I'm
that they
thinking
have
about
there.
moving up to Washington D.C.
I ain't
We could
moving
live next door to Chunky.
I ain't moving to Washington D.C.
Man, we could live next door to Chunky. He's in Virginia.
I ain't moving to Washington D.C.
Hey, they got a lot of fish.
I don't care.
Man alive.
So
Y'all-
does Tennessee, don't they? Don't they, Jody?
We sure do. Tennessee River.
I know y'all do. That's a good river to fish.
Yeah.
Great river to fish.
Jody, you got a little crush on Catfish Dave too? Oh, sorry. I mean, do you have a little cut?
Man, she got better things than you got. Catfish Dave is ugly.
Hey, Jerry, mute the TV a minute.
See?
Y'all, I don't know about y'all.
He just don't know. He just don't know.
I don't know what Beth Williams is saying, but it's probably got something to do with the zebra cake.
No, actually, no, he says we couldn't have picked any better first show than the Parkers. Great job. Thank you, Buck. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh.
Like I say, I think this is gonna go good, y'all.
I think you're going to have a really,
You're
really
gonna have
good
a good
show.
show.
And
just
I
like
like the time because that gives us time after
Yeah.
church to
Yeah.
sign on. So
Y'all-
that's good.
y'all email me each week when you get your guest. I mean, just Jody, just shoot me a quick message and I'll have you a thumbnail every week. That
Okay.
ain't no problem. You know, and I'll kind of change them
Oh,
up.
we
so you
appreciate that.
you don't see the same thumbnail every time. I'll change them up. So
All right. Thank you.
do that.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
All right, man. I'm glad to help. I'm glad to help.
LG, you got anything in chat you need to read out?
I think we're back to saying hello. Brian B says he's got zebra cakes.
Oh, no. They tease.
Cash says, Jody, don't catch no fish. Come up on the greatest river for catching fish, the potato.
Is that an invitation? I'll take
Yeah, the
you
potato
up on it.
river from Hash.
I'll take you up on it. I just don't think I can fit kayak.
That's a mighty good river. I'm telling you, mighty good river.
Oh, they catch some fish, that's for sure.
They do. The James is still my favorite place to fish.
Around here, it is.
The James River and
I love
Bugs
it.
Island are right neck and neck.
Yeah.
But
I love going to the James River. I mean, I haven't been to the Potomac. Have you been to the Potomac?
wait a minute. Who am I seeing? Is that the guy that I'm gonna whoop up on? Catfish regulator.
Uh-huh.
No, that's him. Catfish regulator. I'm coming to LG's dock, buddy. I'm gonna open up a can on you.
There you go. I'd like to see that, John. Yep, that'll be awesome.
Yeah,
We'll make that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that. I'm trying to get her into this fishing thing, y'all. I'm trying to ease her into it. Maybe if she can hook up on one sweet doggy,
Yeah.
she'll get hooked.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But we just ain't got many sweet doggies. we
Well,
got
I mean, because I do.
we got some sweet puppies, but we ain't got no sweet doggies.
You need a sweet doggy on the dock. I had one and I missed it. It broke off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
She
she
had a
had a
pretty
big one on.
She had a pretty good fish on the
Yeah.
other day, but she let it get off. She's not a professional catfish angler.
Why'd I let it get off?
Because you was reeling them in
No.
wrong.
Why?
No, you was reeling them in
No,
wrong.
no.
Well, he
You
won't
already-
on the Uncle Lou hook.
Okay.
I failed to put an Uncle Lou hook on that rod.
See, there you go.
But Pontoon Jody, I caught 2 fish off of your rod the other day. I'm so glad. Matter of fact, that's the one that she let him get off on.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't put no bad juju on it, Dana.
I know it. So far.
Okay, but I still say, but he had it set up wrong too.
Yeah.
You're just not a professional catfish angler. You got a lot to learn. You got a lot to learn there. I haven't seen you up to the Tatum River that has, or Brian B. or Chunky, somebody work with you a little bit, because I ain't getting nowhere.
Well, you don't.
My fish is too far and few between.
Yeah, I think you got to have some fish
Matter of
to
fact,
practice.
my-
Something. You got to be catching something.
our work is cut out for us tomorrow with them anglaholics. You know, they own that Potato River up there.
I know
So-
they catch.
We got our work cut out for us tomorrow. Tell you that.
Well, I wish you good luck.
Dana?
tomorrow. And I hope you win.
Miss Dana, that's it's all mine. It's Michelle, and she's with
Okay.
me, and she says you can come to the house and hang with her. You
All
don't have
right,
to be out
then.
in that cold weather.
All right, that sounds good to me.
Yeah, we watched y'all cooking some the other day too.
Yeah, we did.
But
Yeah.
look, if you cook me some of that stuff, you got to lay off the butter. I don't do butter. I don't
He
do
doesn't
butter,
do butter, cheese,
milk,
salad dressings.
shrimp. I don't like no nasty stuff. It's got to smell good. Look, I can't eat something that stinks. And that daggum shrimp that she cooks in here,
Oh, I love
boy, she'll cook them shrimp and
it.
grits.
I love it.
I got to get up and go back out to my room and shut the door.
Mhm.
Boy, it stinks so
And I
bad.
say bye-bye, see you later.
Oh.
See you after dinner.
Well, I'll tell you what, John. When you come, we'll get with you, and we'll get a menu planned of your choosing, and we'll make you something that you can eat.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
give him a hot dog. He'll be fine.
Then we'll give you a hot dog, trust me. LG asked me what I wanted, and I said bologna and Funyuns.
Yeah.
Yeah, she drove all the way from Tennessee, and I said, what's your favorite meal? What can we feed you? What do you like to eat? Because we're always afraid of making something that somebody doesn't like.
Yeah.
She says, I'm all right with a bologna sandwich, some chips, and a Pepsi.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that as long as you got some mustard for the bologna. You'll be all right. But y'all, in honor of your first show here, I know what I'm gonna do. I can't help it. Can we give away 2 of these here real time catfishing stickers?
2 of those or 1 of those and 1 of the other ones?
We'll give away a 2-pack. 1 of these and 1 of the square ones. Just give away 2 2-packs. Can we do that, y'all?
Absolutely.
You had to
I
help.
don't know.
Get 1 of the square ones, man.
I don't have
We'll give away 2.
all I know
This
is
is our way. Y'all, this is our way of giving back. I know I went on Lee's show this morning, gave some stuff away. This is our way of giving back. You know.
But we appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah,
I think the only problem is we're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way because I don't have that tool.
Yeah,
I don't have to pull that, but
that ain't no problem.
yeah.
If Jody wants to pull it up real quick, I mean, we got time.
I've done it before, but I've only done it the one time, and it'd probably take me too long to figure it out.
Okay, well, that's okay. We can just
We'll
go
just give a number.
and do the numbers. So what you're gonna do? I'm gonna give away these right here, the round one and the square one, and we'll give away two of these 2-packs.
Okay.
2 of these 2-packs. So what we're gonna do is like draw from 1 to 100, and the closest one, and then the next closest one without going over, we'll win both of them.
Are you picking the number?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dana's
I'll
gonna
write down the number.
down.
Okay.
All right. Before you do that, I have something to read to you. Tim
Okay.
Molina says, Mr. John, Stan has been successful because of Stan 3. I think you need an apprentice to assist you. A John 3:16, if you will.
Yes.
John 3:6. That's good there.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good.
All right.
Tim
Thank you,
Molina,
Tim.
he's
Appreciate that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so how
John
many is in?
3:16. That's why I like that. I like that.
How many
We
is
got
in?
32 right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that's good. That's a good number.
So let's do
Yeah.
between 1 and 100.
Yeah, 1 and 100 ought to be good, and we'll take the two closest without going over, and we'll just drop these some envelopes and send these out there. I don't know how to do it.
That's awesome.
Um,
We really appreciate that.
oh, no, this is my pleasure here. I love giving away these. I cried this. Y'all go ahead and draw. Y'all go ahead and y'all just tell me when they've quit. And one to 100 and
All right, everybody start if you haven't already. 1 to 100. One guess apiece.
yeah, let's give away them. But
All right, it's rolling.
have y'all got anybody? You've got anybody in mind for your second guess? Or y'all
Yes,
kind of
I believe we've got Big Mike scheduled.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Big Mike will be a good one.
Yep.
Me and Big Mike are right there together. Well, as far as our subscribers, we right there together.
Yeah, about the same number.
Yeah, I think he had 800 after his stream last night, and they say I got 800. We're right there together. I like to see him get to that grand too because he catches the fish.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, he does, yeah.
He said I was going to be the first person to 1,000 without ever catching a catfish.
It was looking that way.
Oh boy, that's Chucky, y'all. Chucky's okay, but look, y'all. Chucky can't fish worth a living.
I think Chunky can hold his own.
I whoop Chucky.
Yeah,
I whoop Chucky so bad.
Okay.
I whoop Chucky so bad he'll go find has his hair and glue it to his head for disguise.
All right, anybody else want to get in? We'll give it another minute.
Oh boy.
Hey, John, how was it fishing or hanging out with Skin and Scales the other day?
Ron is a big help. Every time Ron comes around me when I'm fishing, he comes on the dock. He stays with me until I leave.
He does. He is so helpful to him.
He is helpful. He'll jump right in when I pull the fish in, get the net. He'll take the fish off. He'll bait the hook. I don't ask him to do none of that.
He even goes and gets you bait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He come up yon on the dock the other day, and I didn't have no fresh bait. All I had was chicken. He went out and caught me some bait and brought it back.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
I ain't got nothing bad to say about Ron. You know, he's
a good guy.
He's a true friend.
Yeah, I got the opportunity.
So
I had the opportunity to fish with him with 2 stands, and it was a cold day. We didn't get very many bites, but man, we had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
All right, I think all the numbers have came to a stop.
Okay, the number that I picked.
Wait a minute. Let LG tell you.
Okay, officially stop. No more picks except. Let me see what the last comment was. Okay, so the last comment was Dale. Okay. Stop.
Okay.
And we don't have any moderators, so I don't have anybody left.
Okay.
But all right, what's the number, Dana?
So the number is 62.
62.
Two closest people.
And the 2 closest people that I saw, and so I don't know if you guys want to scroll back to, Will O had 61.
Yeah, I see that.
And Annette Morgan had 58.
Okay. If both of y'all, you sure they're the winners now before?
Well, I want them to look to
Okay.
if they scroll back.
Okay.
And both of y'all.
58.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the 2. And
If both of y'all will send an email to realtimecatfishing@gmail.com with your address, I'll get them to you. We'll get them right on out.
Congratulations.
Okay, Josh agrees. So we have confirmation. Everybody says it's Annette and Will. Oh, congratulations.
All right. Thank you
All right.
so much for playing.
Yeah.
And
We love giving stuff away.
we do. Just wish we had more to give
Yeah.
away.
I love
Yeah.
giving it away.
Willow says he's glad he changed his mind from 63.
Thank y'all. I appreciate that.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right, Miss Jody, anything else?
No, I think we've about covered everything. Had a good
All
time.
right.
We did
We don't
too.
wanna
And thank
keep-
you again.
Oh, thank you so much for coming on. We really appreciate it. And I said before, and I'm not saying this because you're here, John, but I've told people down at the dock, I said, next person, I really want to fish with John and Dana. I said, that will be so much fun, even if we don't catch them. We'll just have a blast.
But I'm used to not catching them, so
Yeah, we have fun even if we don't
Yeah.
catch them.
and that would be great. That would be great. I like
Yeah.
to-
Jody, you need to come up too.
I'd love
that's a long ride for her,
I
man.
know it is.
to. Don't bother me how much for driving.
Yeah. But LG, I appreciate it, man. I would love to fish with you. Like I say, it's something about you or your personality that clicks with me, and I think we can get along great.
It's because we're old.
Yeah,
We'll just
We're not
adopt
these young
you.
bucks.
you're probably younger than me though. You're probably younger than me.
I know you're pretty sure that you're younger than me.
Yeah, I'll be 60 in March. I'll be 60. Man,
I'll be 58 in January, so we're not that far apart.
we're not that far apart.
And I'll be 66 in January.
66.
I know.
Dang,
I
go on,
know.
Booger Bear.
I know.
Hey, y'all, I'm married to an old lady.
Mhm. Yeah,
Frying
Yeah.
pan coming back out, Brian.
Mi-
Deal.
Yeah, you
No.
better stop there, John.
I quit right there. I ain't said another word.
but no, because it don't matter. It don't matter how old I am, babe. You still love me.
Yeah. But your mammy needs to go, though, baby.
Yeah.
Your mammy need to go. All right?
Jody, we'll just adopt you like our second daughter, like we adopted Lisabella, and we adopted James. So,
Yeah.
because I know you're just a baby.
I am the baby of the family.
Now, are you guys fishing together with Isabella and James, or are you fishing separately?
It'll be separate. We'll be on their channel. They'll be fishing
Okay.
Potomac River. Me and Dana will be fishing off of the dock that I've recently found. It's my first cousin's place, but he told me I've got liberty to go up there and fish.
Well, we fished it before last year.
Yeah, I fished it last
But
year
it
and
was-
didn't have a bite, and
and
I
it
was
was-
determined I won't ever gonna go back. But I was fishing for white perch, not catfish. So
But not only that, but it was so cold.
Yeah, it was cold that day.
and windy, and we just decided.
but I'm just glad I found a place where I can actually catch a fish.
Yeah.
Well, it ain't been many.
Okay, we got to be quiet so they can
Yeah, I'm
close
quiet.
down.
I'm
Well,
quiet.
I got to say, in Aaron's tournament, the pairings tournament, I was never so happy than when you were the Joey and you caught that 26-pounder.
Oh, yeah.
I said, I'm never so happy for a man catch a fish. I said, if you put in your time, you earned that one.
Man, I tell you that was a long dry spell before that fish. Man, I had fished so hard everywhere. Me and Dana was on.
We have been everywhere.
Oh, we like Johnny Kemp. We've been everywhere, man. Yeah, we was everywhere. And I finally caught that one, and I didn't think I was gonna land it because it got down in the rocks. It got hung up in Isabella's line. Oh my gosh, I bet you I fought with that fish for 35 minutes before I could get it in because
Wow.
I was hung up. I was hung, and it would not. Every time I'd get him to a certain point, you couldn't pull it no further.
Yeah.
So once Lisabella cut her line, we reeled it on in. But it took her
Nice.
having to cut her line, and I hated that because she was in a tournament. But I
Yeah.
appreciate that, because I was happy, man. I was happy to catch that doggone fish.
Yeah, even putting in the time. And I said, I was never so happy. And then later in the tournament that night, Steve Adams, who was out in that terrible weather all by himself, and he landed that nice fish. I said, yeah, us old guys still got it. We can do it.
Daggone right. I go down yonder and teach them old young whippersnappers at the Potomac River how to fish.
That's
If
it.
I can get them. Boy, Brian B, boy, you can't fish worth a lick. But the guy I can't get the Tater Ripper.
We are going to be there, though.
Yeah, we're going. We're
We are,
going.
we are going. We're just trying to line up. Well, we think we've got a driver
Yeah,
to
just trying to get somebody to
take
pull
the
my
boat. So we are going to come up there real within. Well, we're going to be there
November 20th.
November 20th, but
But that's just gonna be a little short church trip. Not a lot of fishing time in that.
no.
Uh,
But at least we'll get to meet them.
yeah. Yeah, we'll get to meet everybody.
So we're looking forward to that.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I've had a great time. We went over a little bit of time, but it's worth it. Got to hear the good stories and stuff. Appreciate everybody watching, everybody in chat who's helped out. All the comments and support. LG, you got something you want to say?
I just had something fall off the counter across from me. Nothing was, I said,
But,
nothing. It's all by itself. It fell off. So I don't know. We got a ghost or something.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I'll just say in closing, y'all, thank y'all.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for
Thank
thinking
you.
of
I can't say enough how much I appreciate you guys coming on, and it was
Yeah.
special having you as our first guest. And hang in when we end here, and we'll see what we can work out about trying to get together.
Okay.
That would be great.
Okay.
And you're not that far from us, so we'll be.
No, you're
that'd
not
be
all
great.
not all that far.
Yeah, I looked up where you guys were fishing the other day, and I think it said like an hour and 40 minutes. I mean,
Just
we're
about
about 50 minutes from Roanoke Rapids.
Oh
Oh,
gosh,
so-
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not that far.
yeah.
Not that far from us.
I had family that lived in Roanoke Rapids
Okay.
for years. Yeah, so yeah, great. We're gonna do it and bring you
Sounds
that
good.
rod.
Yeah.
All right. Well, why don't we say good night to everybody and thank everybody for coming in for our very first show. Hope everybody had a good time, and we hope to see you all next Wednesday night at 10 o'clock. And our guest, we believe, will be, weather permitting, will be Big Mike.
Yeah.
And hope to see everybody there.
All
All
right.
right. Good night, everybody.
Thank you. Good night, everybody. God bless.
See y'all later.